Welcome to the how to, that's so funny. Okay. Good evening and welcome to the how to fearlessly transition from your corporate job to your 5D soul purpose masterclass. I am your guide and host, Aloise.life Middleton. And tonight, guys, I am going to be revealing to you my top 3 spiritual strategies. That's what it's all about. It's all about spirit. I'm going to reveal my top 3 spiritual strategies for overcoming fear and creating the life you desire quickly. We are at a critical point in humanity's existence. It is all about us building our 5D soul purpose. And I am your woman. I have transitioned from a corporate career, a director in a corporate career in a recruitment business, into doing this, and I could not be happier. And I want to guide you. And in this webinar, I'm going to show you my top 3 strategies for making the ultimate shift from stuck and struggling to creating the life you deserve. By the end of our time together, you're going to learn my 3 biggest strategies and my number 1 secret that nobody knows, really, if I'm honest. And when you know this secret, it will just really transform your life. So I want to give you a benefit of staying. If you stay all the way to the end, Charlie is going to send you this, or actually I'm going to send you the link so you can get this for free. This is a workbook I created on how to clear or how to remove and how to work through the biggest blocks that stop you living your Dharma. And I created this workbook. And if you stay all the way to the end, we're going to send you that link and you're going to be able to get this for free. So this took me probably about a whole weekend to write. So there's a lot of really valuable information in there. So while you're listening to me, I'm going to request that you turn off all distractions. Now, if you're driving, just be careful, please. But if you're, doing 25 things at once, which women tend to do, I request your full attention. So please turn off any distractions because the information in this webinar is going to be worth it. So please, please, please turn off any distractions. So you are here because you are a restless executive or a frustrated corporate. The chances are if you are on this webinar or if you've been doing this challenge, life does not look how you want it to. And you can feel inside that life isn't right. And you're restless, you're frustrated. And I know Tracy was saying earlier, that's why she signed up here, because she's not happy in what she's doing. And that is a sign and signal that you need to change something. And if you ignore your guidance, life will not get better, it will get worse. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. You're here if you're someone who wants to have a successful soul-based business and life and make a difference in the world. If that's you, then you're in the right place. Oops. You are here if you feel alone. A lot of us feel alone. And there's nothing to be ashamed of that. We don't have communities anymore. We live apart from our families. We've been going through lockdowns. You're spiritually awake, So it's very difficult to find a peer group and a support mechanism of people that are like you and on the same journey as you. And you're here because you want more and you want your ideal life. And I can tell you now that you absolutely deserve it. And with my support and love, you can absolutely get it. So you're in the right place if you're a restless executive, someone who wants a soul-based life and business, or if you feel alone and you want support in creating your dreams. But wherever you're here, whatever made you come to my community and do the challenge or turn up on this webinar this evening, I support you. And, I am very much about trusting guidance. So things aren't random. There is divine timing. And if you feel motivated and guided to something, you must listen to that intuition and that guidance. So you guys are here for a reason. So who am I? You may not have seen my lovely family. This is my husband on the right-hand side. He and I met about 7 years ago, and it was absolute love at first sight. I knew on my first date I wanted to be with him. And we've had 7 lifetimes where we've been married. And these are my beautiful stepdaughters. This was us on holiday. We were in India. And I've got two beautiful stepdaughters, 21 and 23. And I have to be honest, I'm so lucky. I've had such a good relationship with them. And these are my babies. These are my fur babies down the bottom. This is Buddy and this is Lola. And who am I? What do I do? Well, you've got a taste of me this week, but I am an accredited coach. I trained in coaching years and years ago. And then I updated my qualifications recently with a wonderful place called Mindful Talent. I'm an advanced Akashic Records reader. Yes, I am woo-woo. I'm an energy worker. This Akashic Records stuff has totally transformed my life. And I actually teach this in the academy. I'm also a podcast host. I have a weekly podcast. I'm a Reiki master. And we have had over 200 people go through our academy as well. So I created the academy because when I was starting my journey, I felt so lost and alone. And I could do courses and personal development and everything, but I wanted a community of awakened change makers. And I couldn't find one. So I created one. So why should you choose to listen to me and work with me? Well, I have made this journey, and this journey from the 3D corporate into the 5D soul purpose. I can successfully say I have done that journey. And I'm not going to say it's an easy journey, because I remember at points being really stuck. I wanted to serve, but I couldn't necessarily get out my own way. So I know exactly how you feel. I really do. I've struggled with many, many things in my life, but I haven't given up. And I know I can absolutely speed up your journey, because a lot of the things I've discovered, I wish I'd known. I wish I had me 5 years ago, because it would have been a hell of a lot easier. So I just want you to take a little bit of time now just to connect to your ideal day. If you were on the challenge, then you absolutely have connected to this over the course of the last week. Just take a moment, just do your shepherd's crook breathing. Just breathe up from the base of your spine, down over the top of your head. And again, up from the base of your spine, down over the top of your head. And I want you to connect this ideal day of yours. Whatever you can dream, you can do. So I'm here to tell you, if you can envision something, even if you can't connect to it, if you can write it down, if you've got an idea what you want, you can absolutely create it. And with my support, that will come to fruition. Living your Dharma and doing your hero's journey is the single most rewarding journey you will ever take. And as you guys discovered in our challenge, this is a plane of existence. We came here to evolve and grow. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And to do your Dharma, to do your spiritual evolutionary work, to walk your hero's journey is not for the faint-hearted. And some of you might not choose to do it. I'll be honest with you. Not everyone has the impetus to do it. And if you've got this far with me in the challenge, then you are one of those people. And it really is why you came. So this is what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the biggest trap that people fall into and how to overcome it in transitioning out of their 3D jobs into their 5D purpose. We're going to talk about your inner guidance system. We touched on what blocks our inner CEO in the challenge. I'm going to unpack your guidance system a little bit more for you tonight, because once you get the hang of that, it's like the key. And I'm also going to explain a formula that is called the ask and it is given formula. Again, most people don't know about this stuff. All of the stuff that I teach is very much mystery schools. Who's heard of the Egyptian mystery schools? The Dharma Life Academy is like the modern day mystery school. And believe me, for some of those guys are coming into the second year, the stuff I'm going to reveal to them in the second year is more exciting than stuff in the first year. So it just gets better and better when you're on this path and you feel guided and supported. We're going to talk about this healing secret that nobody knows, because it really is the key. And you can do any course you like, but unless you are committed to your healing, life does not change for the better. You will still make the same mistakes over and over again. I'm going to talk to you about how you can join us Basically, there are a couple of different options. There is an option for everybody at different price brackets. So don't let your ego and your devil get in the way and start telling you it's not possible. And then I'm going to do a little Q&A session. So I want to start with the what, not how strategy. And I started to explain this to you guys over the course of our week together. But this is probably the biggest thing that people get wrong. Most people stop themselves and block themselves. This week, I've taken you into your futures and you have connected to your visions. And I started to explain to you why you need to not worry about the how. Now, I could say this to you until I am blue in the face. I could get you to tattoo it on your forehead and you will still fall into that mistake. This is something that you have to really unlearn all the conditioning that you've been given and relearn. Because when you understand this principle and when you live it, it is the most freeing thing that can ever happen. So let's unpack this a little bit more. So you would not get in a car without knowing where you are going. You wouldn't get in a taxi, you wouldn't get in a friend's car, you wouldn't get in your own car unless you knew where that car was going. We do it with our lives all the time. We have no clue what we're here for and what we're trying to create. And this week, I have shared with you that your job in this lifetime is to evolve and grow. And I've also shared with you that you are a powerful human creator. And I've also started you on the process of taking back that power. Now, the more you evolve, the more you shift your frequency, the more you raise your vibration, the more powerful creator that you are. And what has happened in my life is I have always been very clear on what I'm trying to create. And guess what? Those things have come into being. You know my story about where I created the global nonprofit organization. I manifested my husband. I manifested the retreat center that we now live in, the barn. I've created the Dharma Life Academy. What, not how, is the most simple yet profound strategy that you can implement into your life. But it's also the biggest trap that people fall into because your mind will get in the way. It's probably already got in the way since you learned this. You've already connected to your visions, but I bet your bottom dollar, I'd love to know in the comments, just drop me a little sign or a little like emoji if you have already been telling yourself, I don't know how that's going to happen. I just can't imagine it. I just don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. Because you are a human being. And human beings want to know how everything is going to work. And I could absolutely tell you this until you're blue in the face and you will still forget. So a lot of what we do in our community is we're having to recondition you. Remember, I used the phone analogy. You have got outdated software that has been given to you by your education system and by the television, and it's wrong. It's a lie. So we have to change your software so that you are a powerful human creator and you start to absolutely, Leah, we are limitless human beings. But that doesn't happen overnight. You need to be surrounded by people that are living and breathing these techniques, because otherwise what will happen, some of you came and did the challenge in January, and I know some of you slipped back and you're back again. You have to really live this and breathe this. And knowing this is the biggest trap that people fall into because they want to know how things are going to happen. And I'm going to give you some examples in this webinar of people in my community who are smashing it because they're not worried about the how. If I didn't know how I was going to create a global nonprofit agency. I didn't know how I was going to create the academy. I had no idea. I still don't know what I'm doing most of the time, if I'm honest with you, but I trust. And I have developed this strategy and I have developed myself. And this is something that you guys really need to learn and live and breathe, not just know it, but really live it. The other thing that people do is they don't dream big enough. They dream too small. And when you start to get the hang of this, you go big in your manifestations. Whatever we can dream, we can do. And you have to keep focusing on where you want to go. Right now on this planet, we have got, excuse my French, a shit show happening out there with everything that is happening with the coronavirus, etc., etc. If you focus on that, you are going to bring yourself down. In this community, I will keep you focused on your dreams. You will be focused on what you're grateful for. You'll be focused on all the incredible people you're meeting. You'll be focused on absolutely all the stuff you're learning, you're evolving. Anything could go on out there and you would be happy. And that is totally the name of the game, because the only way out is in. I've been saying this to you. When you change your internal reality, what happens outside absolutely shifts and changes. So, come on, little computer. It's funny. Technology. Come on. That is so weird. So you're gonna have to be. So this also happens when you do your Dharma. Things don't necessarily do what you want them to do. Okay, let's try this. There we go. So funny. Okay, so we teach you tools, techniques. So this week I have been explaining to you about how you need to stay in the present and how you need to not attach to your devil and you need to listen to your angel. But again, this is the type of thing that you will forget. It's not something that you will do automatically just moving forward. So the strategies that we give you, the tools that we give you in our academy absolutely help you stay focused on the intent for your life and the vision. And we talked, didn't we, during the week about the intent and how important that is. But not only that, you have to stay focused on what you're trying to create, the what, not the how. So I want to talk to you about the beautiful Trine. A lot of you guys know her if you're in our community. She's been with me 3 years, and she probably was the second class that came through the Dharma Life Academy. And at that point, Trine was working as a nurse and she'd outgrown it. She won't mind me. I don't know if she's on, if she's here, everybody loves Trine. She won't mind me saying she'd outgrown it. She was tired. I think she was a delivery nurse. You know, she was just not feeling it as much anymore. And she wanted to do something different. Now, when she came to me, she was in this transition, and we got her to do exactly what I'm doing with you guys now, creating your visions. And she decided she really wanted to retrain and do a nutrition course and become a Reiki master. But then I remember her saying to me, I don't know how I'm going to afford to do these things. I don't have any money. And I remember saying to her, Trine, just trust, I want you to focus on the what, not the how. And I said to her, go and look at all the nutrition courses you can and choose the one you really like. And she did that. Off she went, and she came back and she said, I found the one I want. It's amazing. It's $10,000 and I have no idea how I'm going to afford it. And I said, it's okay. What, not how. Keep focused on what you want. Okay. And I kid you not, within 3 weeks, her partner came back from work. They both worked at the hospital, and said, they were giving grants to anybody who wanted to do further education, and all you had to do was apply. Now, Trine applied for this grant and was given £10,000 to do her nutritional coaching course. If I'd have said to her right at the beginning when she created her vision how she was going to do it, she wouldn't have had a clue. And it is not your job to have a clue how it's going to work. You need to know what, and I will keep saying this to you. Now, she also saw in her vision that she wanted to live back in Canada. She's American, but she was missing her home. She was missing her family. She wanted to live back in Canada. And, she could see she wanted to be a Reiki master. She wanted to have a Reiki studio in her house. She had no idea how any of that stuff was going to come to fruition. Now, remember, we learned about the frequency formula. All I can say is that things aligned, and through practicing what we teach in our community and raising her frequency in the different areas, in her unconscious thoughts, her conscious thoughts, her words spoken, her actions and her behaviors, even her food, she basically has built a house in Canada on her sister's land where she has her own Reiki studio. And I'll show you some pictures. Look at this. This is it being built. And you see here down the bottom, this is her building it. And this is it when it's finished. It's the most stunning house. They sold their house in America and it came to fruition. And not only that, she is a published author. That was something she also really wanted to do. We haven't been taught how to work with universal forces. None of us have. We've been taught to work hard, not smart. We've been taught we must strive. That's the only way we're going to get everything we want. Rubbish. I am going to completely teach you the laws of the universe and how that works. So your turn in your PDF. What is your big, bold dream? What is it? I'd love to know. Drop some of your big, bold dreams in the comments. We've connected to them this week. And what you'll find, the more you hang around with me, the more I will push your dream. You might start off with a dream that is quite simple, that you want to leave your corporate job and be happy and live somewhere different. That's how it will start. Then it will build and build and build because you're going to get the hang of this stuff. Now, I also want you to put your number one limiting belief in the comments, please, because Treen's number one limiting belief was money. She did not know how she would afford to do all the things that she wanted to do. And as I said to her, it wasn't her job to know how that stuff is going to happen. But it is her job to take action when things are presented to her that feel right in her heart. And that is one thing. Oh, I love that, Mariella. That is one thing I totally love about Treen. She acts when her heart tells her to do something. She trusts her heart and she goes for it. At some stage, you are going to have to trust yourself and get out of your own way. And many of you will worry about stuff, and worrying doesn't do you any good. I promise you, this path unveils itself to you as you have the courage to take the action. Money, yeah. Money's one of the biggest limiting beliefs. Not good enough. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Too old to change. Lara, you are not too old to change. You are a spring chicken. Lots of people saying money, not worthy. Yeah. You have to understand that that is just a belief, a lie. That is something you have learned. You have learned that money keeps you safe. What you understand when you do your Dharma, and this is what I teach, is that money's energy. And when you align to your soul-inspired path, the right people show up and the right support comes. And that includes financial support. In Treen's case, she was spoken into existence. She was telling everybody what she wanted to do. She has a wonderful sister. Her sister said, I would absolutely love to have you come and live near us. So in the end, Treen ended up living on her sister's land, selling her house in America. And that money basically gave her enough money to build her vision and her dream. And she didn't have a clue how that was going to happen. And I've had people who have joined our community who were in debt. And because they connect to their higher source and their higher self, one of the girls that joined our community, she was in debt and they'd run up a lot of debt. And because of the techniques that I taught her, she got given the idea from her higher self that she was going to move back in with her parents for a short period of time while she cleared her debt. And that enabled her to pay it off. This was something she would never have thought of. But when you start to connect to your higher guidance ideas come out of the blue that you would never even dream of, because you can't imagine what they are. They're coming from somewhere totally higher. So you have to recognize your limiting beliefs, and you have to get out of your own way. You have to recognize this devil. You have to recognize the devil. It will keep you small. It will keep you safe, but in the same comfort zone. You have to do things differently. So we're going to go on to your inner guidance system. We touched on your inner guidance system this week. I was talking to you about the fact that you guys have had this connection blocked due to all the things we've been speaking about, the food, the water, the way we speak to ourselves, the way we're carrying a backlog of emotions. So you are always being guided. We just haven't been taught to understand our guidance system. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you connect to your inner guidance system. You all have an inner guidance system, which basically is an inbuilt sat nav. And that inbuilt sat nav will show you when you are off your path and when you are on your correct path. So I want you guys, on your piece of paper, I want you to think of a time, and you can put it in. You can put it in your in the comments. You can absolutely put it down. When you have been off your path, how have you felt? So I want you to think about a time and a situation where you've stayed too long in something, a relationship, a job, a community. Think about a time when you have stayed too long in a certain place. So just put in the comments when you have realized, if you look back at your life in hindsight, I want you to look back at your life and think, where was it I stayed too long? And I want you to think about it. I'm going to give you an example. When I was in a job for 12 years, and for the last 2 years, I shouldn't have been there. About 10 years in, I needed to leave. And I was scared. And probably a lot of you are feeling this. If you're moving out of your corporate job, this is exactly what I went through. I had a status, I had a career, I had money, I had a title. I didn't Helly, right? Helly's just nailed it. It was like going to jail every morning. Exactly how I felt. For 2 years, in everything inside of myself was screaming, and I wasn't listening. And I was scared because I wanted to stay safe. And what was I going to do for money? I wasn't going to get a job as good. I wasn't going to have a career like the title I had. I made myself miserable, absolutely miserable. For 2 years, I hated going to work. I hated getting out of bed. You know, I ended up doing things like drinking more than I should have done because I was just unhappy. That is your inner guidance system. That is the one that is speaking to you. And Claudia is saying she doesn't feel fulfilled. That is also your guidance system. You must listen to your guidance system. When you don't feel fulfilled in something, it's because what's happened is you're slightly off your right path. And that lack of fulfillment is showing you something. And this is when we start to manifest illnesses, or big things happen because we're not going the right direction. And your inner GPS is always there guiding you. And in the academy, what I teach you is how to connect to this guidance. And I give you a physical tool that you can use on a daily basis to keep you on track at all times. Okay, so imagine never feeling alone. You know, I absolutely use this tool on a daily basis, probably about as soon as I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I do. When I probably finish this webinar, I'll probably go and use the tool again. I am continually connecting to my guidance, and I've used this tool to integrate my higher self so that now I just get downloads. If I'm doing yoga, if I'm doing I wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, my higher self is talking to me. this is the type of work, this is the type of connection we want to foster in you. And this is exactly what I'm going to teach you and show you how to do. And this will be your saving grace, because you'll never have to worry again if you're doing the right thing, because you'll have a direct line of communication to your higher self, which will confirm what is right and what is wrong. And this tool is absolutely groundbreaking. And I teach you how to use it. And I teach you how to use it to clear any blocks that you have got and have this direct connection. So what would you ask your guidance if you had this tool? Should you leave your job? Should you leave this? Should you leave the relationship? What is it that you would ask them? You will be able to ask any single question that you need and get your answers given. So faith in the guidance of spirit gives you the courage to take risks, because you are assured whatever happens, a higher power is on your side and you will thrive. So amazing, absolutely amazing. And when you have this level of connection, you're always guided. So I want to talk to you about Eduardo and Katarina, because Eduardo and Katarina are part of our community. They joined as a beautiful couple. They were awake, they were aware of what was happening on the planet right now, but they were quite alone. They won't mind me sharing that with you, because none of their friends, none of their family were awake. They were feeling very alone. Luckily for them, both of them were awake. And they, since doing the academy, basically Eduardo and Katarina both have a background in hospitality. And one of the things I teach in the Do Your Dharma program is how everything that you have gone through is not random. Everything that you've gone through is preparing you for your Dharma. And what has happened for them is they actually moved to the UK. Eduardo is a restaurant manager and Katarina was a waitress, but they both had a long history in hospitality. And they were working in Sainsbury's in the UK, but they didn't want to be doing it. You know, it was frustrating, all the restrictions, it did not what they wanted to be doing. So through being in our academy, they have, Katarina's family have actually handed down a property. They set this vision and this intention to own a property in Italy. And renovate a property in Italy. And Katarina's family, I think she was got left to her in a will, this beautiful property in Italy. And they've started renovating this property in Italy. And through the guidance and through being on this path, they were guided to volunteer at a local organic farm. And they basically have been going there for the last few weeks. And this is what happens. You just get these ideas and insights. And what's happened now is that with the local farm, organic farm, they are creating their own organic food business. So they have been led to create a vegan food business utilizing their hospitality. And it's like everything is slotted into place, because they didn't know why they were doing hospitality and they didn't really know why they were at this organic farm, but they have been led and shown that that's what they're going to be doing in the future. So they're very much on this hero's journey, this hero's path. And not only that, you know, they've just, their relationship is beautiful. And this was from them. They actually wrote this, you know, and they said that their relationship has been the best that they've ever been. And they feel really connected and held by our community because they're not alone anymore in their aspirations. And you know, the renovation hasn't been completed in Italy yet, but they know it's going to happen. They have that confidence because they are in this world where all of us are making our dreams come true. So we've covered that. So think about that time when you were out of alignment, because that is your inner guidance system. And this is the thing that we really have to listen to. And once you attune to it, you never get off path again. I always call it the yellow brick road, because you'll stay on that yellow brick road because you know what the signs and signals are and you won't make the mistakes of the past. So rather than making the same mistake over again and staying somewhere for too long, we will keep you on that correct path. And because you're going to learn all these tools and techniques, and you won't forget, and you'll go, no, I need to change something. This is what needs to happen. And then you'll be motivated, inspired by being around us, that you will just automatically stay and on the correct path, creating this beautiful vision for your life. So this is a really nice one. The ask and it is given formula. So this is a beautiful formula, which again, I teach in the academy. We talked about intention this week. Having an intention for your life is so, so important. And a lot of you guys have set beautiful intentions, which is amazing. So when you have an intention, you must give it attention. So we were talking about aligned action this week. So you have an intention, you take aligned action, and then you let go. No tension is so important, because if you are attached to things looking a certain way, to people doing things a certain way, having control. Remember, a lot of you guys had big insights this week to how you couldn't control life. When you set an intention in our community to create and manifest your vision, when you are taking aligned action on a regular basis, and when you have no tension, as in you're not attached to it, you're not worried about it, you let go, things can manifest a lot quicker. So this formula, asking it and given, is very, very powerful. And again, it's not your job to make something happen. We have to learn that universal forces are in place for all of that. We have been taught to strive, work. My guides were saying to me, and I was checking in and I was saying, is there anything I need to do this evening? And they're like, just chill out, man. You've been, you've been turning up and you've been serving and you've been helping, just chill. You see, I teach this stuff and I still need it. But once you have your guidance, it's just incredible, because they chill you out and they show you what to do and how to do it. So I teach many, many laws of the universe in the academy, things that people don't necessarily know. I have found out that I had a past life in the mystery schools. I was an energy worker in the mystery schools in Egypt. And a lot of the things I teach in the academy are universal laws, which I am so drawn to. And now I know why, because these are things that I've taught in the past. So you will get the most amazing arsenal of tools when you join us to make these things come to fruition. So let's talk about beautiful Lucy Stent. She actually did one of my challenges and had fantastic results. She couldn't believe the results. So the next time after she did the challenge, she signed up. And since joining us, she changed job and she actually got an increase in salary 10 times more than it was in the previous job. And this was because we got her to honor her and respect herself. So she knew she deserved it. And a lot of what we do in this academy is help you peel back the layers of self-doubt and self-worth. Because everything's energy. The more you believe you deserve something, the more that is reflected back to you externally. If you don't believe you're worth spending £37 a month to be in our community, then you will not get results, because you don't value yourself. Lucy valued herself. She joined us. She increased her income by £10 a month, by 10 times a month. She set up her own holistic business. She created a good work-life balance because she got fantastic boundaries and she was doing her healing work. And her dream home, she's created this vision for her dream home, and her and her partner are in the process of manifesting it. And one of the things she basically said was she was a massive people pleaser, and she's totally stopped doing that. So let me know in the comments, what is the key thing that you would like to create with your Dharma formula? Let me know. I would love to know. Yes, letting go of control is so important, because once you set your intention and you're on this journey, I have to stress, it's not like you can set your intention, take one action one day, and then you give up and then you just let go. No, this is your life's work. What we do in this academy is your life's work. You are then committing to be on your spiritual path and on your hero's journey, and you're guided, and you heal at the same time, and you do the true spiritual work, and along the way turns up your ideal life, because you're committed and you are taking continual action. So I want to go on to this healing secret that people don't know. Because I have seen a lot of people taking action in the group, which I really, really like. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. I want to do this course. I want to do this course. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I absolutely think that is amazing. But what I would like to share with you is you can do all the courses you want in the right direction, but unless you do your healing work, you will not be able to sustain the vision that you want. This information has taken me literally 18 years of my life to understand. I have been a spiritual seeker since I was 28, and only in the last year has the true spiritual work been revealed to me. I was doing personal development course, Reiki, you name it. I did Tony Robbins courses till I came out my ears. You name it, I did it. I was a spiritual seeker. And only in the last year has the true spiritual work been unveiled to me. Now, I share this in the academy, and no one is teaching this. Like, this sounds a bit, I don't mean it to sound arrogant, but nobody knows it. That's why nobody's teaching it. Now, you can go and do all the programs you want, but if you're not doing your fundamental healing work, opening your energy centers and raising your vibration, you will not be able to sustain your ideal life, because you will be repeating your karmic patterns. We all have karma, and unless we clear that karma, we will just repeat those patterns. So what we do in Dharma is we help you not only move from your 3D job, we show you what you have to do to heal. I've developed a process which enables me to check exactly where everybody is in their spiritual evolutionary journey. And I guide you through the process of opening your energy centers and doing this true spiritual work. And I think, to give you an idea, every time you go through this process, you raise your consciousness, you start to see the world in a different light. But the work to do at each energy center is different. And that is what we do in the academy. And that is what we guide you on. And as I said, I did not know this only until the last sort of 6 months or so. So I followed my guidance diligently, got where I am with the academy, and this was revealed to me. And I was like, wow. And I'll show you how this stuff works. It's absolutely amazing. If you want to create, if you want to create your dream life, you must heal. There's no way of getting around it. Your hero's journey is what you can expect when you go through your ascension process. The ascension isn't outside. For those of you, like, it's very easy to think we're ascending, the planet's ascending. No, you are ascending. You are going through your hero's journey. You are going through your ascension process. And I show you the pitfalls to avoid, the biggest consciousness traps to avoid. And believe me, I've been stuck in those myself. Okay, you will heal your trauma. You will raise your consciousness. You will implement strong boundaries. You will integrate your shadow. You will heal your inner child, and you will get your dream life. Very, very crucial. Not only will you do all of those things, but you will get your absolute vision for your life, as long as you're committed and you stick to it. So, lovely Fiona. Fiona, are you here? I didn't know if you were on there here, but I hope you are, because Fiona, yay, Fiona is just such a rock star. Like, again, in such a short space of time, she has completely transformed her life. You know, I remember her saying to me, and I know she won't mind because she's just in such a fantastic place, that, you know, she was frustrated in her job. She was frustrated in her life. Life didn't look the way she wanted it to. She had a history of relationships that didn't look the way she wanted it to. And in only 5 months of being with us, she's transformed her relationship with alcohol. She started dating again after obviously having traumatic background in that area. She's retrained as a accredited life coach, and I see her out there doing amazing things. She's just so wonderful. She's been doing swimming in the lakes every day. She's regained her confidence. These are some of the achievements. I asked Fiona what she feels she's achieved. And this was, I think, a few months ago. So it's probably more now. So by being with us, she's finding her purpose and her soul calling. She's changed her hours at work, so she's much happier. She's removed the fear of lack and not feeling enough around money. Once you start to work on your money stuff, you realize it's just energy. It's nothing to be feared of. She's been doing her transformational journey, her healing journey. She's raised her vibration and totally changed her circle. That is so important because it's very difficult to change our lives if we're surrounded by people that aren't supportive. And many of us are light workers and we've been dropped into difficult situations. But if you have got a soul family like us, then it becomes a lot easier. What have we got here? She's doing the cold water swimming. That's at the top. Started dating again, cleaned up her diet. She started speaking her truth. And not only that, she's just been showing up as her authentic self. Because when you heal your inner child, you don't care what other people think of you. You feel happy in yourself. They can go and think whatever they like. You don't have that fear of judgment. She's calmed her mind and she now meditates and visualizes in peace easily. And I know Fiona found it quite difficult to visualize at the beginning. That's quite normal because we're so busy up here. And she's set boundaries and she has a very healthy sense of self-worth and self-love. And, that was such a short space of time. Honestly, to do all the things she did in like a couple of months was just amazing. So, and Fiona, it's just the start for you. I see you doing incredible things and I'm so proud of you. And I just want to say thank you for being in our community and thank you for paying it forward and being here this week. I really, really love having you. So I want you to think now a little moment about your fears, because I would love you to come on this hero's journey with me. Do you think this can work for you? So let me know in the comments. Drop me a yes in the comments if you want to do your hero's journey. Mariella, yes. Leah, yes. Nicola, yes. Yes, it's working for me, Tina. Deb, yes. Claudia, yes. Tracy, yes. Go, Tracy. Massa, Karen, Rowena, Michelle, Laura, Tanya, Claire. Woohoo, woohoo. Go, 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 guys. Joanna, yes. You can absolutely do it. Helly, yeah. Come on, ladies. Do you think this can work for you? Like, what is it that is coming up? You just have to remember it's your devil. Michelle, Maria, Eleanor. Well done. Remember your devil. Artemis, yes. Don't let your devil win, guys. The angel will always win and you will have love and you will have support. So let me show you a few things. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, I want to show you this. Tanya, love you. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Gina, it sure can. Yes, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Can you see here, when someone joins us in the academy, they join our, there's options and I'm going to show you how it works, but we have a community which is very low cost. Hopefully you'll join us in the academy because that is where we do the real work. And this is what happens. When you join us, you might be here. You might feel unfulfilled in your job. You might feel frustrated. You might be led by your ego, as in the devil. The devil is winning. You want to find your purpose, but you don't know where to start. You want to get out of the rat race, but you don't know where to start. You're unhappy, but you've awoken, right? So what we do is we take you from disempowered, stuck, and scared. We take you to heal, empowered, and whole. And what we do is the work that we do, the programs that we do in the academy, and even the work that I do in the community are designed to help you open these energy centers. So this is the process we go through as we ascend. We open our root chakra, we open our sacral, we open our solar plexus, we open our heart, And for anybody who wants to be a coach, anybody that wants to be a healer, for anybody that wants to work in the kind of spiritual industry, understanding what I teach is crucial, because you will be able to then teach your clients this, and you will be so much more effective than all of the other coaches out there, because you understand this. And as I said, I would say like 1% of the population understand this. Nicola, absolutely. You will be able to implement what I teach into your practice, and it will absolutely completely take your practice to another level. It's taken me 18 years to work this, to be shown this, I would say shown, because you have to seek it. But once you get it, once you understand it, it will absolutely transform your life. So the programs that we do in the academy work on specific things which help you move into your purpose, open all your energy centers, and basically move into your 5D soul purpose. You're going to be doing your Dharma, you're going to be integrating your higher self, you're going to be living in unity conscious, you're going to be in service to others, and you would have totally reclaimed your power. And that means healing everything, your relationships, your money stuff. Now, I'm going to caveat this. Your hero's journey is not for the faint-hearted, but what you have is support around you. So when you fall down, I had a couple of messages this week from guys in our academy, and one of the girls is going through a really tough patch. Guess what? We all get behind each other. You know, no one goes alone. We're behind you. You have to share what's going on for you. Like, you guys have been so brave. Like Tracy, I've been so brave. You know, Claire has been so brave. What you guys have been sharing this week, what you've been going through. But can you see you're in an environment where when you do that, people lift you up. You don't get left behind. Where we go one, we go all, Tina. That's so beautiful. But this is what humanity should be like. And I just got goosebumps, Tina. You know, this is what humanity should be like. We should be loving and supporting each other. And it's difficult to kind of do that in physical communities. So this is why we're doing this beautiful online community. Okay, so having a little bit of problems with tech. Here we go. Okay. So do you think this can work for you? I know you guys are all in. So why stay stuck and confused when you can join our proven community? And I'm going to show you how you can do that now. Being part of the Dharma Life Academy is like getting the recipe for the most wonderful life. And I'm getting so much more value than I paid for. And this is Lotta. She's a beautiful Danish lady that's in our community. So option one, as I said, I want to serve and help everybody. So option one is, here is what you'll accomplish. You will feel confident and powerful in your life. You'll have a clear vision for your future. You'll have a tribe of high vibrational friends who have your back, and you'll be doing your spiritual evolutionary work. Now, what do you get? For £37 a month, we ask you to join us for a minimum of 6 months because we want consistency. So you sign up, £37 a month for 6 months. Your value is, you're getting over £500 worth of value every single month for £37. Every month, I will do a training with you, and I'll give you a task to do, like you've been doing this week, and those will build, basically, and they're based on helping you evolve. So every month there's a training and a task, and you have a private Facebook group where you report back the answers and where you share with your community and where you connect to your community. You also have an interactive website where you can have a profile, a bit like Facebook, and you can connect to the other community members. I've also handpicked my best podcasts over the whole time that I have been on this journey. I basically had a look at handpicked the best podcasts that really help you move into your 5D soul purpose. And those are all there for you to binge on. Private Facebook group, Q&A facility, and a safe space to connect with your community. We're also going to be doing a group meditation like we've been doing this week, where we connect to our futures. We do an activation, we clear out your Akashic records. And we're also going to be doing every 3 months a community meetup. So what that means is you will get to physically meet not physically, but online through Zoom. You're going to be put into little Zoom rooms and you get to meet each other. Again, just strengthening our community. So you get all of that for £37 per month. Woo! And it's about £3,000 worth of value for £222 in total. So it is a real bargain, real bargain. And I wanted to basically create something so everybody can join us. If you can't afford £37 a month, then you need to really take a look, because you're spending that money somewhere. Why not spend it on your futures? So this is the option that I would like you guys to really consider. If you're committed to doing your Dharma and really doing your transformation work, this is where I think you guys should be, because this is the next level of transformation. Inside the academy, we do the programs which I teach, which help you heal childhood wounds, integrate your shadow, no more feeling afraid, no more feeling like you're going to be told off. You have my support and guidance on this process while we really connect you to your higher self. You have a dedicated pod. So for those of people who are in the academy, you have 7 people in a pod, that like a WhatsApp group. So I know some of you have had a little buddy group this week. You'll have your own dedicated pod and a pod leader. And a lot of the guys who have been with us this week are pod leaders. And that means that you've got your own really self-secure support mechanism. And then what happens is I take you through the program, the programs myself, and you have a task to do every 2 weeks. So we do the spiritual evolutionary work that's going to open your energy centers and really get you to let go of all this karma that you're carrying. And we get you to clear your shadow and really take your power back. And the more you shift yourself internally, the more things change externally. So what does that actually look like? So the Dharma Life Academy, you can pay in one lump sum for £1,675, or you can pay in 3 installments of £566. Again, this is a 6-month program, so it's a bargain. It's like 200 quid a month, I think, just over 200 quid a month. You get £13,000 worth of value for £1,600, pretty much. I teach this Do Your Dharma program inside the academy. It's my signature program. I absolutely love it. It is amazing. There's 8 modules on how to find and follow your purpose and understand the laws of the universe. A lot of what I've been teaching you this week, but more, and you really go deep on connecting to and understanding your inner guidance system. So you get to do shadow work, you get to do inner child work, and I guide you through these personally, and you get a buddy when you're doing the inner child work and the shadow work to really work through your stuff, because it's very important that you really do this and do it deeply. You get interactive live calls with me, and you get 2 modules per month to do and 2 tasks to complete. And also we do a live Q&A session where you get all your questions answered directly. And this is the library of trainings. This is another thing you get. All of this is on our website if you want to go and have a look. And there's a document that Charlie will post in the group about what you actually get if you want to really break it down and understand it. But I've done so many trainings over the course of my life. This is just an example of some of them. And you get all of these trainings when you join up in the academy, basically. Oh, Kat, that's good to hear. And it's so good that, Kat, that you are staying with us for another year, Kat, because we're going to be teaching all of the karma clearing in year 2. That's where it gets really juicy. It's now like coming into the mystery schools. So we have a private Facebook group for the academy, and we have the interactive website. And you also not only get the academy, but you get the community. So if you do join the academy, you get all of the community's facilities as well. So you'll get the meditations, the meetups, amazing. So look at all of this. I worked it out, it was £13,000 worth of value. And then I thought, oh my goodness, I should have put my price up. I have been told many times that I need to put my price up, and I keep them lower. So there's a lot for you guys to do there. And as I said, we'll be teaching the Do Your Dharma program. That starts in October. That takes us up to Christmas. After Christmas, we're doing the shadow work, and then we're doing the inner child work as well. So you also get the community. And as I said, that's what the value is, and that is what it costs. And then this is the real work. This is the real work that you are doing. And then the final option for those of you that want to go fast, say you're in a corporate job, you want to get out, you really want to go fast, you really want me on your team and just me personally on your team, you can do one-to-one with me. So if you want to fast track your vision, then this is the option for you. I've just worked with a gentleman who was running a multi-million-pound business, and he didn't have a work-life balance, and he wanted to get out, and he needed to replace himself. We literally helped him build a management team. We helped him clear all the karmic blocks. He had real problems speaking his truth. What I do is I do a combination of karma clearing and coaching. So in 6 months, we were able to build a management team that enabled him to exit his business. I say exit, he went down to 3 days a week, but that's what he wanted. But his past life patterns were blocking him speaking his truth. So I cleared his karma. We go deep on the areas that you want. This would be good for if you are a coach and you are getting stuck and you can't build your coaching business because you can't get clients. This is where I come in and I go deep and I clear those karmic blocks. This was the thing I wish I'd known, because my coaching business took me a long time to get off the ground, because I had made so many past life connections and commitments that I would keep my prices really, really low. And the work I do in the one-to-one package will get you where you need to be so much quicker. So what does that look like? To work with me for 6 months costs you only just under £4,000. And what you get in that time is you get to work with me personally for 6 months. You get 4 deep dive questionnaires to really understand where you are and where you want to go. You get 4 coaching sessions with me, and you get 3 clearing sessions with me. All of that for just under $399 for 6 months. So it's not even £1,000 a month. It's very good value. Not only do you get all of those things, I worked out the value, it was about 17 grand, but you get to join the academy. You also get to do the Dharma Life Academy, do your inner child work, do your shadow work, get me coaching you, and you get the community. So it's an absolute bargain. It's probably the last time I'll ever do it this cheap. So I am not special. I'm just a little bit further along in my hero's journey. And I've created a roadmap for you guys to follow. And because of that roadmap, you guys are going to be able to be sped up and create this dream life before your eyes, 6 months to a year if you're really committed. We also offer a guarantee. If you don't like what you see, if you come in, you do the work, but you're not satisfied, I'll have a look at your work just to check you've done it. I will absolutely offer you a refund. And just to remind you, I did it in dollars because I thought some of you might be American. So to join the academy is $2,300, or it's 3 payments of $763, and you can choose. So basically what you do is you go to the dharmalifeacademy.com website. I've got a bonus for you, if you would like to join us. If you join us in the next 24 hours, so by 9 o'clock tomorrow night, you will get a free mini virtues program. The guys in the academy have just done this, and it's so amazing. This program is 8 modules. It's done with the beautiful Josh X and Michelle X. It's the mini virtues. You have 8 different modules. You have 7 different tasks. The full program is worth £500. We've got the mini version, which is worth £400. If you join us within 24 hours, you will get that program for free. And you've got the beautiful Josh X in there and the beautiful Michelle doing their Dharma in there as well. So I will give you that for free if you sign up. And I will give that to anybody who joins the community, anybody who joins the academy, and anybody who joins the one-to-one with me. So that's a real bargain. We are having a guided meditation, activation, and visualization with our existing community on Thursday. So if you join us before Thursday, you'll get an invitation to that visualization. Everything we've done last week, I'm going to do an activation, meditation, and visualization, and you'll get to meet some of the people in the community already. If you join us before Thursday, you will be invited to that call. Our community at the moment is about 100 people, and you'll get to meet some of those people on that call. So come and join us. This is what you need to do. Go to the website. There are 3 different options on the website. You choose what works for you. If you can afford to do it, do it. I would really recommend, if you can afford to go premium, do it. You know, you won't regret it. I will absolutely clear all of that past life karma that is blocking you. If you can afford to do the academy, come and do your real healing work. You won't regret it. You fill out your details on the academy. Don't forget to make a note of your email address that you use, and you'll be setting a password, because that password you will need to log into the academy. This is where you go. Once you've paid, you go and you log in on the top right-hand corner. And this is the dashboard. We've just upgraded. For those of you that are in the academy, go and have a look, because we've just upgraded everything so that there's a profile section. Can you see across the top, you get the dashboard, you get the handpicked podcast, you get the library, depending if you join the academy, of 15 trainings. You get the programs, and you also, you get the members area. There we go. So this is the inside. This is what you can see. These are the courses. So if you get the trainings, you can see all these courses, and you get to do these courses. So beautiful, people. Remember why you came. You're here because you deserve more. You're here because you're ready to build your ideal life. You are here because you're restless, executive, or frustrated corporate, and you want to have your soul-inspired life. Don't forget why you turned up. You're here because you feel alone and you want support in your life. We are here to support you, love you, and guide you. Now, remember, your stuff may come up about money. It's just your devil. You know, when you are investing in yourself, you absolutely get results. And if you have any questions, just go and ask the existing community, and they will share with you their results and let you know how they got on. Time and technology. Honestly, if you can use the Facebook group, you can use our website. It's not a reason not to join us. Time and technology, it's so simple. Again, we have we have people that can help you do the time and technology, so do not worry. Confidence. If you don't necessarily feel you're confident enough to do this, just look at how far you've come over the course of the last week. You've done amazingly well. You've done so well, and it will not hinder you from doing this program. Oh, look, Tina, this is you. I used your testimonial here. This is a beautiful Tina. She said, just want you to know, Aloise, I just want you to know that I love you, Aloise. You absolutely changed my life. I'm so glad I answered my call from the universe. I didn't have the finances, as I just quit my job as a result of my awakening, but I took the biggest leap of faith and I hit the jackpot in the Dharma Life Academy. So Tina, thank you. We love having you. You've done a fantastic job, and it's amazing how far you have come in such a short space of time. So this is Denise. If anyone, the website, if you want to go and sign up, is here. As I said, you've got 24 hours to go and sign up to get the bonus. The cart will be open for 10 days. But if you want to get the bonus, if you sign up in the next 24 hours, you will get everything that I said about the bonuses. I'm going to post the document. Charlie, could you post in the group a document that we created with Dawn about exactly what they get if they join us? This is the lovely Denise. She said, I've completely done a U-turn with the help and support of Aloise, and it's been a heartfelt, positive, and awesome change in my outlook in life. The Dharma Life Academy gave me the tools to support and transform my beliefs and stories. I have my power to transform my low expectation of self-esteem to levels I didn't believe possible. Don't let the opportunity to change your life pass you by. Thank you for this gift. It absolutely changed my life. So guys, if you've got any questions, I am here. let me know. We're going to do a little Q&A time. And actually, Charlie, as well, could you mind just posting the link for the guys that have stayed to the end? We can do some questions now, but I want to post the link for people to get the free workbook. Hopefully you are there. If you can just post the link to do the workbook, that would be awesome. And if anybody has got any questions, let me know. Michelle has already signed up. Yes, Michelle, I can get you sorted with the bonuses. Don't you worry. Artemis, you're a beautiful, beautiful soul. I can't wait to have you in our community. So if there's any questions, just put #questions and I will answer those for you. Massa, well done and congratulations on winning. That is amazing. That's a good sign from the universe that you're definitely in the right place. Tina won last year. And I remember saying to Tina, you're going to join us. Tina, you can tell Massa this story. Tina said, oh no, I can't afford it. I'm not going to join you. And she had so many synchronicities that she went for it and she joined us. And Tina, you can see her testimonial. She did not look back. So Massa, I think the universe is giving you signs and signals. We love you, Joanna. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. If not, I'm happy to answer questions in the group. More than happy to. I'm just going to see if I can find this link so I can post it in the group. Let me see. I will have it somewhere so you guys can get it because you've stayed to the end. Maybe Charlie is trying to find it. Let's have a look if I've got it on my phone. Let's have a look. Hey, Deb. Any questions, let me know, guys. Right. Charlie, are you still there? Oh, she's probably gone to post things. Right, I need to take a screenshot of who's here so we can send you. Well done, Maria. You've done a brilliant job. Whoopsie. So I'm very happy that you're with us. Come and join us. You're here. Right, so if you bear with me 1 second. You're here. Everybody's here. Right, let me find it. Right there, I found it. No, I've got links coming out my ears, but not the one I want. Okay, so what I'm going to get you guys to do, Charlie, are you there? Here we go. I'm going to see if I can take a screenshot. Charlie is there. Charlie Walker, I think you're probably trying to find this link for me. Hey, Kelly. They'll probably be up for about another week, Gina. I don't think they'll be up for a long, long time, but probably for another week. Right, I'm going to try and take a screenshot of who is on here. So maybe you guys could do me a favor. Just trying to think the easiest way to do this. Right, actually, I'm going to try and find this link for you because I think Charlie must be doing other things. Let me see if I can remember how to get to it. Oh, you can't find it. Okay, that's something we should have thought of earlier. It should be on the links document, Charlie, that we've got with all the links on it. Let's have a look. What is it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you guys to PM me, basically. Actually, I'm trying to think, can you do me a favor? Can you email? This would be easier. I'm sorry to make you do this, but it's the only way I can think to do it. info@Aloise.life. Does that work, Charlie? Just let me know if that works. Well, Charlie, what's the best email address for the guys to email you, and then we can email them? So we'll just get the email address. info@Aloise.life. Okay, guys. So if you're on this, well done. Please email that address. Yeah, the spelling's there. So it's info@. So guys, now is your time to go and sign up. Come and join us in the academy. There is an option there for everybody. If you can afford to do the one-to-one stuff, go for it, because it will really, really speed up your journey. Absolutely. If you want to go quickly, I can help you do that. Come and join us in the academy. It's absolutely life-changing. I want to thank you for being an incredible bunch of people. Incredible week. Now, continue the journey. Lots are called, but few are chosen. So if you are feeling called this week, then come and join us. You will not regret it. Your life will look totally different in a few months. And I can't wait to welcome you into the academy. So you beautiful people, go to dharmalifeacademy.com and absolutely join us in whatever shape or form works for you. There we go. Excellent. Well done, guys. Lovely to have you here. I will see you back in the academy.